Once you hear about the details, it's hard to believe that it actually happened. There's something about Mississippi they just can't seem to get things right. In a moment, I'm going to show you a story, a photo of an 11-year-old young boy. He called 911 for help. The police officer shot him, wounding him in several places. A grand jury in Mississippi has decided not to charge the officer. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. A grand jury in Mississippi, according to National Public Radio, a grand jury in Mississippi found that there was no criminal conduct on behalf of the officer involved in the shooting of 11-year-old Adrienne Murray. I'm about to show you a photo. In this photo, which was taken in December 2022, and the photo is provided by Nicola Murray of Indianola, Mississippi, shows Adrienne Murray, who was shot and wounded by an Indianola Police Department officer on May 20, 2023, during a domestic disturbance call at the home of Murray's family. The photo is printed by the Associated Press. This is a photo of the young man who called 911 for help. And he ended up getting shot. Let's think about that for a moment. And before I read this story, let me tell you something. I don't make these stories up. Everything that I report here on Tyrone Bowman Tonight, I always cite the sources that I get my information from. If I use videos, I always make sure that I credit the individual or the individuals where the video came from. Now let's get down into the heart of this story. A grand jury in Mississippi determined that there was no criminal conduct on behalf of the officer who shot and wounded an 11-year-old boy in his home who had called authorities for help. I guarantee you that the officer was Caucasian and the jury was an all-white jury as well. Mississippi Attorney General Lynn Fitch says her office will take no further action against Sergeant Greg Capers, the officer who shot Adrienne Murray. In a statement released Thursday, Fitch says her office completed its review into the May 20 incident involving Capers in Indianola, Mississippi, and presented it to the grand jury in Sunflower County, Mississippi on Wednesday, which then handed up the decision. As such, no further criminal action will be taken by this office in this matter, Fitch said. I guarantee you, the matter is not over. You'll see, and the federal government will step in. Carlos Moore, the attorneys representing the family of Adrienne Murray, told NPR, or National Public Radio, that despite the grand jury's decision, the shooting was not justified, and he will continue to pursue the case. We are committed to seeking justice for Adrienne and his family, and we will persist in our efforts to ensure accountability through the civil legal process, Moore said in a statement to NPR. Adrienne's mother, Nicola Murray, is asking for the body camera footage from the incident to be released publicly. Watching the footage was nothing I was prepared for emotionally, but it was something I had to do, she said during a Wednesday press conference, Mississippi Today reports. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, which was investigating the shooting alongside the attorney's office, did not respond to NPR's request for comment. Capers attorney Michael Carr said, Capers is relieved at the decision and is looking forward to getting back to work. The move from the Mississippi Attorney General's office comes nearly 7 months after Murray was left seriously injured after Capers shot him in the chest, responding to a 911 call that Murray had made. Nicola Murray said she told her son to call the police after the father of one of her other children came to their home in the early hours of May 20 in an irate mood. After arriving at the Murray's home, police instructed everyone inside to come out with their hands up. Nicola Murray says that's when the 11-year-old emerged from around the corner running toward the door. Capers then opened fire, according to the family. Following the incident, Murray suffered a collapsed lung, fractured rib, and lacerated liver. In May, his family filed a $5 million federal lawsuit, which argues that the police officers who responded to the domestic disturbance call acted in a way that was so outrageous that it shocks the moral and legal conscience of the community. The lawsuit names the city of Indianola, along with the two police officers, as defendants. The suit accuses the police department of gross negligence and reckless disregard, in addition to failing to train and supervise its officers properly. In the suit, the family called for Capers and Indianola Police Chief Ronald Sampson to be fired, as they have repeatedly asked for body camera footage of the incidents to be released. What's ironic about this article? Whatever happened to the man who was terrorizing the family? There was no record and there was no report of him having been arrested or charged. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender, never quit.